Hello everybody, I hope you're all fine. Now is the time where everything's blooming. Here you see the nectarines, the flowers, the blossoms from the nectarine trees. They're still here close to the wall because some frost can still come, and so they're safer here. And here are more nectarines. Just nice to see them after the long winter. It's April. That is the fig tree here. You see it's starting to come as well. It was inside the house. And now we have 21 degrees Celsius. So it's quite pleasant. Here are the daisies blooming. Daisies, the whole meadow is blooming with daisies. And here are daffodils, tete-a-tete, daffodils, and the white ones. You've seen how I've planted them when I made my prepare for the winter video. And oh wow, here are more primroses, and I just see that this one is coming as well. But I have to treat it a little bit better, take the old stuff away, and then they can grow. So there's a Scythia, some color for the spring. And look at all these little flowers ready for the bees. And the bumblebees, when they're out, they find some food here. Then here is another nice flower, berberis it's called. It has very thick leaves, and actually it needs quite a bit of water. It doesn't get this water here, but it's coping. This is another one that's blooming very early in the year. And here is some mahonia that I got from a cutting. And it looks quite healthy. So there's a bee, bumblebee. But they go to these little tiny ones. Look at these little bluebells. It looks quite wild here, and one could think it's all weeds, but it's these little bluebells that are growing here everywhere. Yeah, and my kumquat trees that have been standing in a little room here, I took them out. I hope there's no more frost coming, and if there should come some, I still can put them into the house again. Oh, these ones I really like to see. And here are more. Here are some forget-me-nots. And even a little tulip is there. Some more will come. Look at this one here. I think it's delphinium, English name. And this one, last year, I didn't think that I would manage to get it through, because the snails, the slugs and snails, were coming and eating them. And then I took some wood ash and put it around the plant, and then it was growing. And now this year, after the winter, it's even nicer than last year. I'm looking forward to see it bloom. So, and here's still some stuff that I haven't weeded. But here, this one, I really love this one. Aurory blue shades. This one is a beautiful flower. And then when you come around the corner, you see that from the entrance, everything is blooming. Look at this here. This is a plum tree full of blossoms, but I hardly see any bees. But it has been cool these days, but there is one. Do your job. This is a plum tree. This is another wild plum tree from the neighbor. He cut down his plum tree and now it's coming out in many different areas again. Forsythia or Forsythia, how we would call it. And here is the apple tree. They are cute, but not yet coming. It will take still some time until they come. Yeah, down here are some tulips. Oh, tulips are there. And when I turn around, you see the peaches. Red Heaven. This is the peach called Red Heaven. It's really blooming very nicely. And I managed to clean this a little bit. It's not everything done yet. But this here, that is the old frame of my polytunnel. And I have to stabilize it a little bit. And then I make a fence around it. Chicken wire. And then it's going to become a fruit cage. The first fruit is in already. It's black currant. But here, these are still the peaches. And this one here, Amelanchia, or Felsendürne, rock pear they call it here, if you translate the name. Here's another one. Oh, this is one of my tiny apples or pears that I had. Let me see what it is. Oh, it's Jona Gold. Wow, this one is a nice one. I'm looking forward to see this one. And then in here are my leeks. And then I thought this was full of weeds and I wanted to take them out, but then I checked my app. I checked what this is. It's a very healthy herb or weed, if you might call it, and hey, it's very good for you in spring. Check it out. I write the name down here. In German it's Labkraut, I think, and I will write the name down and you just Google what it is and you'll see what kind of nice herb it is. So more peach blossoms, and then here's a pear tree. Nice pear tree. And there, more of those forsythia. And then this one was blooming at very early in the year. That's really, I like this one because when the bumblebees come out, they find food. That's very important for me. Yeah, so now I go around the corner. Ah, I see a bee. Here we have a problem at the moment. Everything is dry. And you see here, the pond, I cleaned it a little bit and cut off the old leaves. And now you see it needs water, but hey, it hasn't been raining now for ages. So we're really waiting for rain. In other places it has been raining so much, but we didn't get any. So here, the first bee. Ah, yes, you like this one. Here's another plum tree. The big one. These are the big ones. They are as big as an apple. The other ones were the small ones, but these ones are really nice. I hope this year we'll get some. Last year it was like that. They looked nice, and then the frost came and everything. My neighbor and me were just talking, and we thought, well, you know, we have this chimney in the garden here. We're just thinking maybe when the frost could come or should come, then we come to the garden and maybe make a barbecue or something so that it gets warmer in here. That's the people who do this professionally, who grow fruit professionally, they do that. They put little fires underneath the trees and underneath the vines. So, upsala, here's another one. Wow, this one looks good as well. Yeah, and these ones, they've been blooming, the first ones from this willow. What's this here? It's a animal. But that's what they got very early when they came out. And here's the quince. We shifted it from a raised bed to this here, to this corner. And yes, it's a place for the birds to hide underneath. And the raised bed, we want to grow more food this year. We want to have some eggplants in there or zucchini and the raised bed. I'm just filling it up. Maybe I show you. Here, one compost heap is almost filled up already. A lilac that I got from a cutting is growing nicely. I'm really curious to see what kind of color it is. And this is the bed, the raised bed, where the quince was in. The quince together with this one, with this little black currant. The black currant didn't like it together with the quince because the quince was too dominant. And then I could just save it. But now we took all the soil out down here. And this is what I have to fill up today. But I think I made a little video where I showed you how I filled up this one with some stickies and with some leaves and stuff, just to get it a little bit higher up, that we can start planting as soon as the plants can come out, around the 15th of May, our last frost date. And here you see what I did. I bought some here, these ones here, Stara strawberries. I bought 6 of them, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ones, and I put them into bigger pots. And underneath here are the windows that I collected for my greenhouse. And this is not like a little shelf for them, how they can grow. Now they got a little bit a bigger pot, but maybe I make some, or we make some little wooden containers so that we can grow them here as well, and they get enough soil. Yeah, this is a little tour through the garden in early spring. Still cleaning and taking out the weeds. Yeah, but there's still quite a bit to do. So then I would like to say, here, these ones I didn't show you. I made a video right before, but then I was sneezing and sniffing because it's allergy time. So now this was in there, and I think I'd like to show it to you as well. Here are tulips, and there are some strange forget-me-nots, not the normal ones that I have, and firethorn that I want to get out. This area, this is where the little greenhouse from the salvaged windows is supposed to come. But I first have to get out everything that's here. There was these Michaelmas daisies were here. I have to take them out and put them somewhere else. And then I have to put the stones down and just see what kind of weeds are coming. And all these tulips I would like to bring here into this area. Look, in front of the containers, I'd like to have a row of tulips and daffodils. So it will look nice next year in spring. And also some of these ones, you know, those hyacinths, they are growing here as well. Yes, there's still a lot to do. So I have to start. Then, thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. And have a wonderful day and a wonderful gardening season. Bye-bye.